Yeah, outstanding win for this team, for the program. Just so proud, because I think they did a lot of things today really well. I think they did a lot of things that we were nervous about. Phillips going off from 3, that was something we were really trying to put a lot of emphasis on. She did that. I thought Torre had a really good game. I thought we bothered her maybe a little bit at the end. Phase minutes were great. I thought some of the, kind of maybe crowding it a little bit more. Around the basket was good for us. I just thought we rebounded well. I think that was the thing. As we talked about Phillips going off, Torre, and then the press, which bothered us, and was kind of nervous about that. So I'm just really proud of our kids because we fought through when things didn't always go our way today, and really hung on and made our free throws at the end.
I asked the ladies this, I'll ask you the same thing. Do you feel this was a quote-unquote statement type win? Given what you guys have done this year, and the fact that Addie only scored 2, and that was very late in the game.
Yeah, for Addie only to have the 2 points, but they were huge, right? The free throws were huge. I thought she played great. This is probably third or fourth game where Addie, somebody can look at the box score and be like, oh, you did this without Addie. No. Like, Addie played great. She just didn't, she helped facilitate a little bit. I really thought her defense was really good. And by a lot of things that they did to take her away, it opened up other things. And I thought her shot creation by her being on the floor and making the right decisions today was huge for us. Maybe a statement in the sense that, we just hadn't gotten these guys. So I think, for the rest of the league, maybe it's, okay, they're winning, but is this for real? They're winning, but we can get these guys. And obviously it's a home win, but against the preseason favorite. I know they've been battling injuries, got a little bit healthier today. They're as good a team as any in this league, and for us to get one, I think, is huge for our players' confidence and maybe, puts a little bit of notice out there for us that maybe we can be seen as for real.
I mean, the teams playing you now seem to think if they take away Addie inside, that maybe that's the key to stopping you. But when they take away an Addie, Katie Hill has almost 20 points today, and you don't usually get that from her.
Right, and I think we've gone through this a few times this year. You don't always know what the other team's going to take away. The good news about having a lot of weapons is they got to take away something, and I think we've been cognizant of that. I think our players understand that hey, there's a lot of offensive weapons, a lot of firepower out there. Let's just figure out which one we're going to attack today. And I think our kids have been patient. I think they've been locked in. I think practices have been solid. It makes it hard because you don't know what your game plan is going to be going in. You can try to set the tone, but then you're kind of using those first few minutes to see what's available. I'd prefer maybe the first few minutes to not be as turnover happy as maybe we've been the last few games. But I think a lot of these first few minutes are trying to figure out what's going to be available today. And our kids have been fantastic with those adjustments. And I think very unselfish. When you have this many weapons, it's very easy to sit here and be like, I just had a bad game. Rachel, right? She had 7 rebounds today. I thought she was great. I just thought Sib was really good defensively today. We were better with her out there. Katie was really good. And I don't think I'll hear a peep from Rachel coming off a 26-point performance, right? Like, she was the hero the other day, and other people stepped up today. Still thought Rachel was great, but it was kind of other people's turn to shine, and that's a nice arsenal to have as a coach, to have that many weapons.
Do you think your success last year in the postseason, getting that tournament win in the WNIT, has raised their confidence level this year to say, hey, game like this, maybe our best player isn't out there, the numbers are not there, but everybody else is doing what they need to do to be in a position of success.
Yeah, I think I've been fortunate enough to coach a lot of championship teams, and I always feel like it's great to win that championship, but it's always amazing what it does for that next year's team or anybody that was a part of it, just the culture that it sets, the expectations, all of those things. Right now, this group is chasing that. We can't say that we have that right now, but we're chasing that. I thought the WNIT win last year gave us a boost. I think it gave us a lot of confidence with that. I also think just getting to the semis last year, I know you never want to celebrate just that, but beating Fordham, I thought in the tournament last year was as big a win as this program has had since I've been here, and I think that gave us some momentum. I think it changed the expectations. I think we've always kind of been, hey, they're a scary team. Now I feel like, I think I'd like to think you can put us in the tier of championship caliber. Not just scary, but hopefully they can make a run. And I think this was a little bit of proving that today.
In previous years, your teams have maybe been the hunter, but now as you go 5-0 in the league and your wins keep being racked up, do you feel in some ways that you're slowly becoming the hunted?
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime the standings put you at top, there's going to be everybody's going to kind of be saying that they're chasing you. I still feel like we're hunting though too, man. Like you can say that we're here as the hunted. And if somebody knocks us off, that's going to be something they're going to put in their trophy case. That's something they're going to really, really get excited about. We don't want to see anybody else have that feeling. But I think the big thing for us is just we're still hunting something to do, right? We're still trying to go after bigger goals. We're going to enjoy this. They're going to enjoy this today. We'll get back to work, but they're going to enjoy this today. But they know that there's another thing that we got to go get here on Wednesday. And I think we've really tried to make that world a more micro instead of like chasing a championship. You talk about that in the off season. Once you get into the season, it's improving and it's going to get that next game. And I think our kids are pretty laser focused on that.
I think you guys are like one of a dozen programs in which the men and the women are both undefeated at home. From your perspective, how big a deal is that to now make the Robins Center a house of horrors?
Yeah.
For opponents, non-conference and in-conference?
Well, I think the men are enjoying that right now. I think we are too. Maybe it puts a little bit of pressure, I don't know, on both of us to keep this thing going. I give a lot of credit, one, to what Chris has started here with kind of the fan base, but really just kind of what our administration has done. I think they've really made an investment in women's basketball here, and this has been a big deal around here. I think you're starting to see the Robins Center fill up a little bit more. The ones that are coming, the messages that you're getting about how much fun they're having, how much fun it is to watch our team, how much fun it is to cheer for our team, I think is a huge thing. But again, I give a lot of that credit to our administration, to our promotions team, all of that. And then you give a hats off to the local community, right? Like this is a basketball town, right? You got the Richmond VCU rivalry. That's really cool. When you can have 4 basketball programs in this area have success, I think it's a really, really cool thing. And, obviously happy to be a part of it and very thankful and grateful to be a part of it as well.
Yes, I think it was a very good game. I think we started out well. We rebounded very well. We played together. Katie was very aggressive today, and that really set the tone for attacking the basket. So I think Rhode Island gave us a run for our money at the end, but I think we were able to finish it out strong.
Yeah, I think Rhode Island's a team that we've struggled against in the past, and I think we came ready to play today, and everyone stepped up at big moments, and in the end we maintained our composure and we pulled out the win.
You mentioned the struggles they've given you ladies over the years. Why was today different?
I think we did a better job rebounding today against their bigs, and that was a big emphasis for us to make sure that they weren't getting second and third chance opportunities, and I think we really locked in and executed on that.
Exactly that.
Grace, 1,000.
Woo!
The hometown lady doing that. What does it mean for you to be amongst the all-time greats here at Richmond and score 1,000 career points?
Truly, it's a blessing, but I can't lie and say, like, oh, I did it on my own. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all the people around me and this great team and staff that we have. So I just thank them for being there. It's really a huge accomplishment. I'm really excited for it, but I also know this isn't the end. We have a long season ahead of us, so focusing on that.
Me and Rick were talking before you came in about, I was talking about the run last year, the WNIT run in the postseason. It seemed like you have been building off of that, and it seems like your confidence level is maybe 2-3 levels higher. Did that play, or has that played a role in your success this year, doing well in the WNIT, getting a taste of the postseason and wanting more this year?
For sure, I think that junior year to senior year, it's a big season right now, and this is one of the best teams we've had. I think this is a really special group, so I think building off of the energy and the confidence and trust that they put in me, it's allowed me to play at my best and help them to play at their best. So I think just transitioning this year to senior year and just being aggressive and trying to do what's needed for the team.
Yeah, and I think coming off those wins in the postseason and just getting there last year showed us what we are capable of, and returning back almost all of our players this year, and we're an older team now, so I think just having that level of confidence and composure that comes with more experience has helped us a lot this year.
It appeared that Rhode Island kind of decided that Addie wasn't going to beat them. I mean, every time she got the ball, she was double and triple teamed, and perhaps your scoring today was a benefit of them paying so much attention to Addie. Talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, Addie's obviously one of our best players. She steps up when we need her to and scores, and obviously teams are going to make a game plan to stop that from happening, and I think any one of us can step up any night to take that role of scoring if they want to double and triple team Addie. Grace stepped up tonight, everyone stepped up and did what we had to do to win.
Just seconding that, I mean, Addie's a great player, but when all 5 of us are out there, any one of us can score, one of us can go out on one night, and we have confidence in one another and know that, like, it might not be my night, but I know someone else is going to step up. So just having trust in each other.
Do you think this was a statement-type victory throughout the 8 games?
I think this year in the league, everyone is a statement-type victory with how competitive it is.
You have to come ready to play every night, and
Yeah.
each win matters and is a big win.
In past years, you guys have maybe been more the hunter than the hunted, but as we go through this season and you win more games, can you see that maybe the way teams approach you, that maybe you are becoming the hunted now?
For sure, and it's been a completely different swing from the past years to this year's, and we're very aware of that, but we also know we have to work harder each day in practice. We have to communicate better, talk more, all of that. So I think it's also giving us more like a chip on our shoulder to be better and know, like, have pride in who we are as Richmond.
Yeah, and show up each game ready to prove ourselves time and time again.